Right, you can come forward. Come on, sweetheart, don't be shy. I know you're there. Little angel. I know who you are. You're from the Villisca ex-murder house. Oh, I promise. I promise. I think I've had dreams about my sons and I coming to your house before. I promise. When we get to America, I promise, I absolutely promise I'll come to do your house. We'll make the bad go away. Can you do something for me? Can you show yourself so people know you're there? Because they can't see you like I can. I know you're trying because my camera's trying to focus on you. You don't need to show yourself, you can be light. I can show people the photo of what you look like. So you don't need to be your full physical self, you can just be light. Everything's going fuzzy for me. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy. I keep seeing green. Like streams of green. It's like I'm seeing see the door. It's like thick green, and then it goes thin green, and then it goes thick green, and then it goes thin green. And it moves there, and then goes across and away, and it moves there, and it goes thin, and it goes across and away. Like, if like how can I say it? Electromagnetism and colour, like auric colour, but it's I know it's I know it's magnetism because my skin's itchy. So she's trying to. It's the atmosphere's electrostatically charged, and I can actually see it. It's never happened to me before. I can actually see, what do you call it, like magnetic waves. That's that. I can see the waves of magnetism. It's making me it's hard to breathe. It's making me feel like I'm holding my breath. I can see waves of green there as well, but it's like moving across. It moves across and up, across and up. It starts off really thick and then it goes thin and then thick as it moves. Like I can physically see it with my eyes. It's never happened to me before. So she's charging the particles in the atmosphere to try and show herself. She's wanting me to go to the house and cross them over. She's wanting me to cleanse the property. I don't know if you can see it's like bolts of lightning. Like, I'm going to have to play it back and watch it. I can always edit it together. Hang on. Why has it gone dark all of a sudden? I just watched the video back. How can it go from light to dark in 7 minutes? I just watched the video back and I can see the colour, and in actual fact, just before I asked her to start showing herself, what was green was actually yellow turning into green. So it actually starts out sort of like yellow and goes into green. My stomach hurts I feel like I'm holding my breath, like I'm holding all my stomach muscles in, but I'm not. Everything's so charged, like the particles in the atmosphere are so highly charged that my skin's prickly. Can't get over how dark it's gotten. It's only been 7 minutes. Oh God, it's hard to breathe. Everything's going all wavy and wobbly. Like it's, when you see like in the summer heat, when you see the sun rising from the ground and you see like the heat waves, everything's moving like heat waves. Like the candle holders, it's like all going all wibbly wobbly, like it's fading in and out of dream sequence. And I'm not on drugs, I'm not on medication, I don't have any alcohol in my system. I've just been listening to music while I've been relaxing because it's been a busy bit of a day, and I felt someone in the room. Well, I say in the room, but she's actually standing in her house. I'm looking straight at her, and she's in her house, in that white house. She's standing by a door, by like the back door. She's got like a little white pinny on, stockings. wish you could see what I could see. There's no point putting any of this up because I don't think you're going to be able to see what I can see. I need her to show herself. I swear, there's her face right there. Little white face right there. Can you see her face? She's got long dark hair. It's half up, half down. She's got like a little bow, little ribbon in her hair. And there's her face right there. And there's her white pinny. See, there's her shoulder. And the little pinny comes down to there. She's got like a black or dark grey dress or something on underneath. You can see one arm there and one arm there. She's got half her hair up and half her hair down. She's wearing, like, she's got dark stockings on. You can't really see her stockings, but you can definitely see her pinny. And there's her left arm with like a black or dark grey dress thing on underneath. And there's her right arm there. You can see her hair there, half up, half down. There's a little white face in the middle, and she keeps looking back behind her. Whoever killed them came through the back door. She keeps looking behind her. You can even see when she's turning, part of her is actually covering the thing that I use to dry my hair when I wash my hair, that pink thing hanging up there. You can actually see her crossing over it. So she's going in front of it. And she's fading out. I can see her moving. Can you see her move? She's moving. But I can't see my room. I can see she's standing by a back door. And there's a window and there's curtains. And there's wooden floors. And it looks like you know, where they come in the back door and they put their shoes and coats and stuff up. Like a cloakroom sort of bit by the back door. But it's like I'm in like the living room looking into the kitchen at the, you know, like the back of the house. I'm sort of more at the front of the house and she's at the back of the house. And I'm telling you now, if what she's telling me is true, their killer was known to watch the house. She was reporting seeing, I think the kids were telling the parents that they were seeing someone watching from the back of the house. They were convinced they were seeing someone from the back of the house watching, like a couple of days leading up to the murders. I'm going to have to do some investigating. She's fading out now, because obviously she's had to split atoms open. I can see her as clear as day. I don't know if anyone else can. I'm kind of reluctant to put this up. This has never happened to me before. I always see them as streams of light and dots of light. But this is, I'm standing in 2023 and I'm looking straight at her. I'm going to have to do some investigating to check what that house looked like now. So manifestations are exceptionally rare, but this isn't a manifestation. This is a time slip. She's called me to her, and that electrostatic, the magnetic waves was time splitting apart and joining us together. Oh, I've got a massive headache now. Right, so I need to do some investigating. She's gone now anyway. All you can see now is the shadow from the bar of my wardrobe. So I'll be back. Right, so I've been doing some investigating. And it was blooming hard. Notice it's not as dark now. So in regards to the killer, I have always maintained, when I did my investigation, I'll put a link in the description box, I've always maintained that the person who killed them was connected to the Stillinger children, Ina May and Lena? Is it Ina and Lena? Stillinger. Now, one of the things I'd completely overlooked was that Lena was sexually assaulted. Lena Stillinger. They think that she was the only one that got woken up in the sleep and tried to defend herself because she had defence wounds on her, and her dress had been lifted up, and like she had been sexually assaulted, and some people say that there were cigarette butts found in the attic, and then some people say that that report isn't true. But what I have found is somebody has taken like a camera obscura sort of like video of the house, and the back of the house where the back door was, which it's all boarded up now, like I'm going to put links in the description box below. The house was renovated not long after the murders. It was sold and renovated, and all the back was changed. So I may have been seeing some of the house after it was changed, because they're still in the house. Well, she is. She's protecting the back of the house. But anyway, I'm going to put a link in the description box below, but when you stand in the living room and you look into the kitchen area, because I think that they had I think when they were living there, it was like the kitchen was also like you could sit in there as well, like not like a living room, but like it wasn't just like a kitchen for cooking. I think that you could sit in there as well, so it was kind of like a kitchen slash dining area slash like parlor, as opposed to like a living room, if you know what I mean. There was like the living room, and then there was like a kitchen slash parlor thing. But when you look on the video of this live camera footage, like, because you can zoom around to get like a 360 view, there's a pantry, and with a window in the pantry overlooking the back where she was standing, where I could see her looking out the window. Mary Katherine was looking out the window. And when you go into the pantry, there's hooks and stuff where all outside things are hung up, which is where they would have put like their like their outside boots and their coats and jackets and things like that. But I think it was also, they've got it as a pantry, but when you look around you can see that they've got like garden things and like buckets and, you know, things hanging up on hooks, like, you know, tools and stuff hanging up on hooks. So that's where I think they would hang their, you know, their big winter coats and things like that. And that's what I'm seeing, who's standing in the pantry. But I was seeing like coats and hats and that hung up as well. And she was looking out the window and she keeps thinking that she can see someone. Mary Katherine keeps thinking she can see someone hiding out the back in the days leading up to the murder. Now, I've tried to find reports of this and I can't find it anywhere. I'm going to have to talk to people that know the history like more than what's on the internet, because all these websites are just repeats of like the same thing. There's no website that I can find has any information that's different from anything else out there. It's like they're all just regurgitating the same facts. So I'm going to have to look into that, because it's gonna annoy me until I know, because I know what I was seeing, and as you can see, there's nothing there anymore. The interesting thing is that there's paranormal sites that have claimed to have caught three images of three children, and they're not the children. They don't look anything like the children. And in 1912, those children would not have been walking around with bare legs. You can see these kids have clearly got bare legs and what looks like modern clothes, like pink dresses and stuff. And that's, you know, they didn't wear those sort of colours and that in those days. So I don't know if it was like a you know, a burnt image of like slightly more modern children or modern children, and you know, I don't know, but it certainly isn't those children. The paranormal stuff that they claim is like lens flares and things like that. Um, so I'm going to edit this all together now. I don't know if any of you are going to be able to see any of what I just saw, but I know what I saw. I know that I could see the waves that was bending. I feel a lot better now. I don't feel dizzy in that anymore either. Since she went and everything returned back to normal, so you can see the shadows in there of my wardrobe there and my clothes hanging up. So it's all returned back to normal. That's a first for me. That's never ever happened in my life. So obviously my gift is advancing, because I pretty much, you know, on my old videos where you see the lights coming up and you know, the gold frequency or the God frequency, the creation frequency, the atomic frequency, whatever you want to call it. Because I always say that I can zoom into each little dot and see a different point in time and, you know, a different action being played out. I was actually just talking about it yesterday with a jump that came true for my Trump Biden alligator jump that I had. And now apparently I can open it up and actually see time as an actual 3D image. I used to have to like just see it in my head, but now I can see it visually. It's like I don't even know how to explain it, other than in my previous videos when you've seen like the little lights coming up. It's like I've zoomed in to the light, to one of the little lights that's come out, and opened it up and actually seen a projection, well, not a projection of time, an actual time convergence between 2023 and 1912. So if any of you could see who's standing there, Mary Katherine, if any of you could see who's standing there, you saw 1912 before her death with your very eyes. It's like it's all lighting up now. With your very eyes, you just saw the past in a present moment through the atomic frequency, through the atoms of time. So how cool is that?